Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm all fresh faced right now. So I finally decided to do a makeup tutorial based on the Modern Renaissance palette. Now, I've been very hesitant using this because I'm very questionable about Anastasia Beverly Hills products because I feel like when she makes her palettes, it's not as potent as it looks on pictures and when you look at it. I feel like it takes so much product for you to get the look that you're trying to achieve. But since a lot of people are buying it, I've decided to do a look based on this palette. So you can, if you have the palette or haven't bought the palette, you can use it too. So yeah, let's get into it. Hey guys, let's get into this tutorial. So first, like usual, I'm going to highlight my brows using NC45 from MAC, the Studio Fix Concealer. After I shape my brows, I'm going to use a hard blending brush to fully blend it in so it doesn't come across as too bold over my foundation. Please blend it in. Now I'm using my Too Faced 24-Hour Insurance Primer all over my lids to begin my eyeshadow. First, I'm going to apply the color Red Ochre deep into my creases. Try to put a heavy amount because by the time you blend it all in, it's going to lighten up and you still want it to show. Now we're going to use a blending brush to fully try to blend it in as much as possible without completely removing the color. Now moving on to the second color, we are going to use the color Cypress Umber. It's like a deep brown into the V's of my eyes. As you can see, I'm just kind of splish splashing it around into the corners really heavily just so I can get the base look for my eyeshadow. I like to start with a nice brown when I'm using a lot of different exotic colors because it helps bring it together. Now I'm using the color Ancient Bronze to bring the colors in my crease and the colors in my V together. It's like a nice light, almost rose gold color, and it really adds a nice contrast between that deep reddish color and that nice deep brown color. Finally, using Love Letter, a fuchsia pink color in the center of my eyes to pop my whole look. This pink color is meant to draw attention to my eyes because everything else is kind of matted out and neutral. This kind of adds a little bit of a spark. Now to finish the look, we're going to add Vermeer to the corners of my eyes, and there you have it, my whole eyeshadow look. Now moving on to my face, I'm using the e.l.f. Tone Adjusting Primer. This primer is so smooth, guys. I'm absolutely in love with it, and I recommend you buy it because it's only like $6. Then I'm going to spray my face with SMASHBOX Primer Water. Now that the main part of this tutorial, which is my eyes, are finished, I'm going to show you how I do the rest of my face. For my foundation, I am using Maybelline Fit Me in colors 338 Matte and Poreless. I really love this caramel tone on my skin, and it really adds a nice full coverage look, and it kind of balances out my oily skin without me doing that long process that I taught you in my previous video. As you can see, my foundation is kind of patchy, so after I'm done applying it all over my face, I'm going to use a beauty blender to make sure it's all even and flat. Since I like to dab my foundation on and not swish it, I have to use a beauty blender after to make sure it's all evened out because, you know, the brushes don't always do me justice. Thank you, Jesus, for a beauty blender. I will be applying concealer underneath my eyes, the bridge of my nose, the top of my little forehead, right in the center between my brows, under my chin, top of my lip, down the sides, right underneath my contour. And for that, I'm going to mix in my Too Faced taped up concealer to kind of help bring it all together because we all know that mess is the bomb. So after that, I'm going to take my beauty blender once again and blend that in fully into my foundation where it's nice and even. I really don't like a really heavy contour, but I know by the time I add my powder, it's going to die down. So I allow myself to go low-key ham on this concealer bead. But it's bomb though. It's bomb though. After that, I'm going to take my Laura Mercier mixed with my Sacha Buttercup. I've already explained to y'all why I be mixing my setting powders. And I'm going to first swipe it across under my eyes because my eyes tend to crease a lot. So I always have to brush through before I actually bake, just so I can make sure my eyes stay popping when I'm done using it. What am I grabbing? And I'm talking to myself. Help me, Jesus. So now that I'm beginning to bake, by adding on the Laura Mercier underneath and the Buttercup on top, because I really want the yellow to shine through, but I want the work of the Laura Mercier to happen underneath. While I'm dabbing and playing around with this palette, I'm going to use my True Complexion Contour palette to fill in the shadows of my contour and really use this defining brush from Real Techniques to fully blend it in. After it's completely blended, I like to go through with my powder brush and a little bit of powder attached to it to blend in my contour to make sure it's not too heavy, and also to make sure that it actually fits in with my face. As you can see right here, I'm now going to blend in fully my setting powder after I've let it bake for an adequate amount of time. After I'm done giving my setting powder a full blend, I'm moving on to my blush. I'll be using Film Noir from MAC mixed with Format from MAC to create a nice ombre look. Apply Film Noir on the bottom and then use the lighter color, which is Format, on top to make sure it looks like a nice blend. Don't be shy to apply it heavily. Once you apply highlighter, it will be bomb. Applying Kylie Jenner's Chocolate Cherry above my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, top of my forehead, bottom of my chin, top of my lip. Apply highlighter as needed. Now back to my eyes. Using Red Ochre mixed with Cypress Umber underneath my eye, going from the V to the lower lash all the way to the middle. After you apply that heavily, take a nice black kohl eyeliner and put it into just your waterline, just to help you pop out your eyes and draw more attention to the look. Now moving on to my brows, I'll be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills in Chocolate mixed with my Revlon Color Stay pencil, retractable pencil, I may say, to fill in my brows. For any questions about how I fill in my brows or do my brows, please refer to my brow video on this channel. Now moving on to my mascara. I'm going to apply a heavy coat of mascara on my top and bottom lash. I applied my fake lashes off camera, which will pop on in a minute, so apply that mascara on thick, honeys. Now onto my lips. First, apply a nice thick coat of chapstick to your lips. Make sure you use a good chapstick so your lips don't dry out. Now using Cherry Lip Liner from MAC Cosmetics, make sure you coat your whole entire lips with that lip liner. Let's get these lips done so we can finish this look. First, we're going to use Kylie Cosmetics Court K on the bottom coat, just one coat, guys. Then we're going to use a new metallic color from Milani Cosmetics called Problematic Me to coat the top. Woo! Get them lips right, girl. Now your look is complete. Hey, bye guys. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of my Dark Lovely, that's what I'm calling it, Dark Lovely Rose Modern Renaissance palette tutorial. Can I get these words out, please? And if you guys like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you want to ask me any questions or just say what's up, go ahead and comment in the drop box below. No, that was terrible. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video of my Modern Renaissance palette tutorial, and I'm calling my look the Dark Lovely Rose. It's more of a nighttime spring look, and this is like when you're going out with your friends and you just want to kind of bring out the sultry, sexy side to yourself. this is the look I would recommend. If you guys decide to try this look, go ahead and take pictures and hashtag girl with the long name, and don't forget to leave me a comment asking me questions, saying what, show me some love. Everything that we use today will be found in the drop box below, so don't forget to check it out. And yeah, till next time, ciao.
Steady, anchor.